Lisa, and in this video I'd like to show you how I made this very popular Longchamp handbag cake. The shape is quite easy, the whole design is quite easy, so I think you'll get the gist of it very quickly. The first thing I did was I baked a cake. I baked myself a simple vanilla sponge cake, nothing special. As you can see right here, I tried to bake it quite high, so I made double the quantity I would usually do for the size of the pan I'm using right here, so I can have a nice and tall cake right from the beginning. If you don't have the exact same shape of baking pan, just look in your pantry and see if you have anything that's square. Yeah, it's square shaped, huh? Like a cube shape. Or square shaped, yeah. Since you need a very high rectangular shape, I think going and starting with the square shape is the easiest way to get the height and the shape itself. So I baked a very simple and easy vanilla sponge cake. As you can see right here, it's very light in the middle. What I'm doing right now is, after I cut my square in half, so I have a rectangular shape, is I'm going to fill the whole cake. My personal preference is to use some jam, some cooked fruit. In my case, it was some strawberries, raspberries, and some other kind of berries. So mixed berries was my actual filling, and to give it some more height and even more filling, I used some normal Swiss meringue buttercream. I'm trying to translate all my recipes I have in German, trying to translate them all in English and putting them on my blog. So hang on. They'll go up in a few weeks, I promise. But I'm sure if you Google Swiss meringue buttercream, you'll find multiple of recipes which you can use. Or you could even use some ganache, some light ganache, that would work just as well. After I filled my whole cake, I stuck it in the refrigerator for around 1 to 2 hours until it was nice and firm and cool all the way through. And now it's time to shape and cut the actual shape. Since it's now completely cooled and my buttercream is very firm and hard, it's very, very easy to cut with a nice serrated sharp knife and have very clean edges to cut. So as you can see, I just use my mobile phone, opened an image so I can see how about I can go for the shape I need. Since the shape is quite easy. I mean, you have kind of a what's the name in English? I think you see what I'm trying to do. So it sharpens when it goes up to a point on top. Oh geez, this is hard. I think I'm just trying to explain as best as I can. Just open yourself a window on your mobile phone or on an iPad or any kind of tablet and try to recreate the whole thing. It's easy, I promise. After I cut my whole cake, jeez. After I cut the whole cake and the shape I liked, I covered my whole cake again with some buttercream. This time the complete cake, not just the filling. So cover the whole cake in some buttercream. I used 2 layers of buttercream. The first one was to bind all my crumbs, and the second one was just to make everything nice and smooth and even and just the perfect shape. So after my first layer of buttercream, there you go, I stuck it in the refrigerator, the whole cake, for around 1 hour. After that, I followed with the second coat of my buttercream and covered the whole cake again, stuck it in the refrigerator again for around an hour, and after that we're going to proceed. Alright, around 4 hours later, I think it was, I started to roll out my fondant. The fondant I'm using, as I did in all my previous videos, is called Massaticino by Karma. That's a Swiss brand. Highly recommend. It's my all-time favorite. I'm working with this brand for the last, I think, 7 years. It's my all-time favorite. I promise. Try it out if you have the chance. It's the best one on the market in my opinion. I colored the whole thing in a nice vibrant red orangey kind of color, and now I'm rolling it all completely with some cornstarch so nothing sticks to my table. Yes, you could use some powdered sugar, but I don't like the powdered sugar to roll out my fondant because I feel like the powdered sugar isn't as finely milled. I think that's what you say, huh? It's not as fine as the cornstarch is, so that's my preferred medium to not let everything stick to the table. After rolling it out with my cornstarch, I covered the whole cake. As you can see right here, it's quite easy. The shape makes it very, very easy to cover completely with the fondant. Oh man, this is so hard. I'm sorry. So after covering the whole cake, I'd like to smooth my edges so everything looks very nice and smooth and fine. So I took my big lump of leftover fondant, powdered my completely covered cake, and now I'm going to buff everything out with my leftover fondant, as you can see right here. This step makes so everything looks nice and smooth and fine. You could imagine if you use a normal fondant smoother, the white ones, the plasticky ones, they are not very nice for round shapes and round corners, I think. So this method is very, very nice. I love to use that when I'm working on 3D cakes. Okay, let's continue with the details. So, open your picture again, see what you got, see where you're working and what you're working with. I tried to shape the corners a little bit more since I left them out, and I wanted to make them look like they are a little bit more pinched together. After that, I took my handles. My handles are just I just rolled out normal brown fondant in a sausage shape, and at the end of the sausages I stuck some toothpicks in. I left them out to dry for around 2 days, so now they are very nice and hard. They are laying on the side waiting to be used. The next thing we are making right now is take a handful of your fondant. I colored that in some very nice light brownish kind of color, and now I'm trying to make the shape of the flap for the corners on the top, which I was trying to pinch, since that's what it looked like on the picture. On the picture it looks like they are standing very, I don't know how to say that. As you can see, my fondant right now is hanging low, so I'm trying to, I'm picking some toothpicks through the fondant into the cake to make the flaps, the little flaps we just glued on, make them look like they are standing. I don't know how to say this. This is so hard, I'm sorry. Oh well. Okay, let's just proceed, okay? I think you get what I'm trying to say. To give more detail, I used this pinwheel you can get on Amazon, I guess. Yeah, so I just used this simple pinwheel to make some stitching shape, to make it look like the, what is it called, the zipper, huh? Yeah, so to give it some shape. I also used this wheel thingy tool thing to make it look even more like the zipper. So just go in a straight line from one side to the other. And then the next part, yeah, I was trying to see what else I can do. There was this little button, so I just took some of the brown fondant and just stuck that on. Very, very easy. Next step was for me to take my brown fondant again, roll that out again with some cornstarch so nothing sticks. We don't want anything to stick. Of course not. So roll that out nicely. Now we're going to cut the big flap, which is going from one side to the other in between the handles. I didn't use any kind of how do you say, template or anything. I just cut it out by hand. and just trimmed it as I thought is necessary. So just trim and cut as you go. I used my pinwheel again, my stitching tool thingy again, to give it more detail, so just go around the edges again there, and now we're going to just glue everything onto the cake. To glue everything on, I'm using some self-made DIY sugar glue, which is some water with some, what's the name in English? Well, it's just a mixture of water and some powder substance. I don't know what to say it and what it's called in English, but you could also use just some plain water, make everything a bit more damp, and just glue everything together. Okay, next step, I'm cutting out the flaps that are going on top of the bag handles. Do you say handles? I don't know how to say it, but the flaps, they cover the handles, so everything looks nice and seamlessly and evenly. As you can see right here, I'm cutting it out with a normal pizza wheel, pizza cutter, pizza wheel. Yeah, so quite easy. Taking my stitching tool again, giving some more detail again, and then gluing everything onto the cake. Okay, let's continue, everyone. So, to stick my handles onto the cake, I used some toothpicks, which I just stuck into my now dried and very hard and firm handles. Just stick the toothpicks in, and now you can very easily just stick your whole handle toothpick construction into the cake, and everything sticks nicely right away, so you don't have to glue everything that much, and it's very firm right from the beginning. So after I stuck my first handle in, I took my two flaps we prepared earlier, putting on some sugar glue and then just gluing everything on. Now you can see that the handle part where the flaps are going on top looks very nice and seamlessly and evenly, and just a lot better. Okay, one of the last steps was I took a little round cutter to cut out a little bit of my brown fondant again. Now I'm just using some flower shape cookie cutter thingy to cut out a little flower, and taking some more of my brown fondant, sticking that onto the big flap we glued on earlier, and also on the zipper part. Since we have a zipper, we need something where you can grab the zipper thingy to zip the whole bag. I think you get what I'm trying to say right here. So that was the part I prepared, and after everything was done, I took some golden what is it, food coloring pen, which I don't like at all. I'm pretty sure you can find something similar on Amazon or any kind of cake supply store near you. Just see if you can find some golden cake paint, food paint color stuff. Oh well, and just paint little details with some of the gold color. Yeah, as you can see right now, I'm just adding some little more details I forgot at the beginning, and after that I think I was done. What I also did was I steamed the whole cake. So I took a little travel steamer, which you can find on Amazon as well, I think that wouldn't be a big problem at all, and I steamed the whole cake. That gives it a lot more shine and eliminates any of the leftover cornstarch you may have on your cake. Yeah, that's a very nice step. If you have one of these at home, try this method. I think it's a very common method. You could also use your iron, how do you say, what's it called, your iron, where you iron your clothes with, and just push the steam button and steam your cakes this way. That would work just as well. but if you have one of those small travel steamers, you can just use this. Don't go too close. That was my problem at the beginning. Just from a few centimeters away, steam the whole cake, as you can see right here. Now it looks a bit more shiny, a bit more just done and finished. The color is a little bit more vibrant, and yeah, so that's it. I hope you liked my video. Excuse the bad English. I'm getting very nervous every time I'm filming and recording my video, so bear with me. I think in the next few videos it'll get better, I promise. If you want to see anything else from me, just click on either of those videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you soon. Bye.